Well, hey y'all, welcome to a Deja Vu Tuesday on Uncle Bub's Bell Buckle Beer Reviews. And I've got a beer for you today that I have done a couple of times. I've revisited this at least once. But this is a brew, it's a Belgian Golden Ale. I love this brew. It's a bottled conditioned brew. It's in a 11.2 fluid ounce container. Pour unhurriedly is what it says. It's a 8.5% alcohol by volume. And it is a Duvel. Now, last time I had one of these brews, when I opened it, it spewed. And I've been real gentle with this bottle, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. They just tend to spew a little bit. It says, a heavenly pour for a devil of a beer. Did divine inspiration lead Jan Leonard Mortgott to invent his brewery in 1871, or was it a little devil on his shoulder? It's impossible to know. But we do know that a beer with this heritage deserves a righteous pour. Remember that frothiness is next to godliness. Celebrate inspiration since 1871. Alright, that's what it says on the back of the bottle here. This beer it's got a date on here of 5/2022. But it's an 8.5% alcohol by volume. These bottle conditioned brews, this one doesn't say it, but many times the bottle conditioned brews, with age, they will continue to mature and adapt different flavors and stuff like that. I don't know. We're fixing to try it though. We're fixing to find out. This Duvel is a wonderful Belgian ale. This is a Belgian Golden Ale, and it's just delicious. It says Belgian Strong Blonde on the cap here. It doesn't say that down here on the thing. It just says Belgian Golden Ale. But this, I guess, Strong Blonde Golden Ale, same thing. All right, it hissed a little bit, but not much. Yeah, all right. Okay, so I got some bubbles creeping up there. Let's see what we got here. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Look at that. All right, so look at that beer. Beautiful golden Belgian Golden Ale. Or a strong blonde, Belgian strong blonde. It looks like one. Pretty brew. That head is just hanging in there forever. Of course, I poured it hard. I had to take a sip of it pretty quick so it wouldn't spill over, because I hate wasting a drop. But this stuff is just clinging. These suds are just clinging to the top of that glass. It's going to be laced all over the place. I mean, it's just clinging to it. And the flavor of that head, you can tell that it's a Belgian ale. Just the flavor of that head gives it away. Pretty brew. Looks like ice cream. Little bitty, oh man, little bitty tiny bubbles floating up through there. Just teeny tiny. Duvel Strong Blonde, aka Belgian Golden Ale. And it's been my experience both the times I've had this that it's actually spewed out of the bottle a little bit when I've opened it. Now this one didn't. It took it a while, but it was starting to creep up that neck, but it didn't spew. But the head is just a forever head on this thing. I mean, it's just lingering, sticking around. And I've still got quite a bit in the bottle, and it looks like there's some sediment in the bottom of it too. I'll give that a good swish before I finish. I love it. I brought my napkins out here just in case it spewed because I was expecting it to. Anyway, so this Duvel Belgian Golden Ale is for all American workers. Hey, I love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for the hard work that you do day in and day out to provide for yourselves and your families and pay your own way, just like I do. I sure do love and appreciate y'all. I'm going to try to get a sip of this beer through all this thick head. We're going to try it here. Cheers, brothers and sisters. Oh, man, that's fantastic. I don't know. This okay. So the date on this, on the side of it, is May of 2022. Now that doesn't say. I'm assuming that's the best by. Best if used by date. That's what I'm considering that. So it's a little over a year. Well, a year and a half actually. It's November now. It's a year and a half. I don't care. It's still delicious. 8.5% alcohol by volume. So according to the rules of the game that I understand, that a beer can age at 8%. And it may depend on what kind of beer it is. I don't really know, but this one ages well. I'll tell you that right now. It's delicious. It's still delicious. It's still got a full head. I mean, a non-quit head. I mean, the head just lingering there forever, and I still got some in a bottle here. Right now, it's fairly bright. It might have just a touch of haze to it. Let's swish this bottle and get the rest of it off in there and see what we get. I'm thinking it'll probably haze it up quite a bit because it's a bottle conditioned brew. Oh man, the flavor is just superior. Yeah, that's gonna haze it up somewhere. That's gonna haze it up. Do 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 do. All right. Yeah, looks like it got most of that stuff off the bottom. Yeah, all right, good. Most of it anyway. There may be a little bit of a film left, but oh yeah, look at that. That hazed it up a bunch. Still beautiful gold color. Just real hazy now. And I expect that. I expect when you have a bottle conditioned beer, you're gonna have that sediment in the bottle. So anyway. It's just delicious. It's got notes of it's got a very subtle traditional Belgian ale flavor. You've got that, but you've also got a sweetbread, a kind of a sweetbread flavor in it as well. Man, it's just fantastic. I've got to score it an A, man. It's just delicious. If you get a chance to try Duvel, give it a shot if you've never tried it. It's a really delicious Belgian ale. And this one's a Belgian golden ale, or a strong blonde Belgian ale. But just a delicious brew. Alright, y'all. That's been a Deja Vu Tuesday this week. I'll be back tomorrow for a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. I love and appreciate y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Take care. Cheers. That lacing in the glass. Man, that's just fine stuff.